left hand is easier vertical, which I think is the harder of the two. Because basically all you have to do with the other one is you just got to keep it up, basically. I mean, that's not really true, but kind of. There's a lot more nuance to the turnaround that's vertical because you're switching sides of the body. There's less complexity when it's in the horizontal one. So we want the one that is the more difficult move to be done by the hand that has better ownership of it. I mean, if you were going to do the pieces of it, this is piece one, where you're doing overhand with the left hand, while the right one is doing horizontal. This is also going to help you with your 6-part cap to some degree. Not quite, because it's not quite the whole thing, but part of it. And then part 2 is this. And then in the turnaround, I'm thinking in theory, you should at least be able to go around 1 360. But you might want to be able to go around better than that in 2 360s, a 720. So 1 and 2 and 3, and here we go. We're going to turn to the right, all the way back around, and cap, and 2, and 3, and turning to the right, and cap, 2, 3, and turning to the right, and cap, 2, 3, turning to the right, 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 cap, 2, 3, turning to the right. And then last one, cap, 2, 3, turning to the right. Another way. So left arm holding the poi, but the right arm in the actual move with the poi. So 5, 6, 7, and left goes up while the right one's in the cap. So that one's harder for you than the other one, it seems like. But that makes sense because you're lefty. We'll do the harder one first, which I presume is going to be underhand with the left hand. And then, so if you start like this with the left hand is in the back position underhand, and your Pilates drill is opening to the left, right? And then your right hand is in the front and horizontal. So it would be 5, 6, 7, and go. And 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. With your right hand, when it's here in the front position, pushing, you want to push and pull. There's a little bit of a tugging, pushing and pulling forward and backward to get it, to keep it flat, as opposed to doing this. So you want to try and do a little push and pull to keep it flatter. And then keep your hip open. I mean, I think even just holding this position. I mean, if you want to be really, really detail oriented about making sure that you have this cleanly, So it would be this to this to this. And then technically you'd be here like this, although you'd be an in spin with the right hand. So you'd be going, it wouldn't actually stay in this pedal at all. And then you would be back to here. If you're struggling with feeling like you can keep the right poi at the horizontal, the place to go is this. You hold this 1, 2, 3. Then you're neutral in your Pilates drill here. Then you go to here, where you're open to the right hip is back, and you're keeping this one vertical and this one horizontal. And then you go to here, and then you go back to here, using your Pilates and trying to keep them in their respective planes appropriately straight. So either flat with the right hand or vertical with the left hand. And then you can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you can try and put it together in the full pattern on that, with that version. Then the second half that you have to do is the left hand is overhand and the right hand is still doing the same thing. So it's the same exact positioning with your body, but you're dealing with the other direction with the left hand. And well, it's not exactly technically the same, but because this is where the anti-spin here is. The left is down while the right is to the side in the anti-spin. And then the left is front, right is back. Now you would be doing in spin with the right while the left goes up and the right goes to the side. And then you come back to here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then if you wanted to put it together. And I do think it's helpful, if your arms are not totally exhausted, to do one poi wrapped up. So I do think it's helpful where one's holding the poi and the other is doing the actual motion, and you're practicing your Pilates. I'm even noticing how hard this is for me to do, even though I can do the move. So that's interesting in and of itself. And then switching. So that was my left hand overhand. My left hand has the poi wrapped up, but my right hand, like that. And then you would do the same thing the other way, where the left hand is an underhand, and you do, oh my God. Do better than me. This may or may not be helpful though. Once you've gotten the motion down, and then doing the other direction with the left hand, and then putting them together. So what I think we might actually do at some point in the choreography, potentially, is doing some version of, you do your 4-petal, right, where you do, that was just a reversal where I went anti-spin with the right hand, and then just reverse to come back here. Which is also why I want you to make sure that you practice both versions of the horizontal cap versus the vertical, although technically I should say the vertical 4-petal versus the horizontal cap.